Hi, it's me again, and yeah, we talked about it a couple of times on this channel already, haven't we? That study that the BBC did to prove that the TV licence fee should remain and is such good value for money. Well, I've got an official BBC press release about it. I thought we could have a look at it, see if any interesting statistics come from it. Let's have a look together, shall we? So, BBC publishes results of deprivation study. So in this deprivation study, 80 homes had no access to any BBC services at all to test to see if they'd miss it or not. But the interesting part of that is this bit. Of the 80 households involved, 30 initially said they wanted to pay nothing and not receive BBC, and another 30 only wanted to pay less than the full licence fee. And a control group of 20 who were happy with the licence fee and everything were thrown in for good measure, just in case it all went to poo, and they just needed some stats to say the BBC is good value. But anyway, so what happened in the study was they were unable to access any BBC services across TV, radio, online and apps for 9 days, covering 2 full weekends. They were also not permitted to watch any BBC content available on other services such as Netflix or YouTube. In return, they received the cost of the licence fee for those days, which worked out about £3.90. Well paid there. And the other thing is, BBC stuff on Netflix and YouTube. How does that involve, how's that got anything to do with the TV licence fee? It's got nothing to do with it at all. The BBC stuff that you'll find on Netflix comes from BBC Studios, which is a commercial company, isn't funded by the TV licence fee. So it's no different to any production company selling something to Netflix. So how can they say you can't watch that? So they're just trying to fudge it so that people do realise that there's BBC stuff they do watch. Because, you know, I go on Netflix, I watch The Office or stuff like that. I think, what was it we've been burning our way through, like Gavin and Stacey and that, and a couple of other things on there. But what business is that? I don't pay my licence fee. I pay Netflix directly for that, and Netflix pay for a licence from BBC Studios. So it shouldn't be included in this, should it? They're trying to skew the numbers is what they're trying to do. On completing the study, 42 of the 60 households, or 70% who initially wanted to either pay nothing or less, said they are willing to pay the full licence fee or more in return for the BBC. Reasons for changing views included a realisation that they had underestimated the value the households get from the BBC and the amount of BBC content and services they consumed in their daily lives. And that included things like CBeebies and CBBC, which they won't be able to watch on their television soon because it's being moved to online. Well, I mean, you can watch it on your telly, but you know what I mean? It's not being broadcast anymore. If people had the full information, would they think differently? You know, BBC 4 is going, BBC 3 wasn't making tractor racing. I don't know, but it sounds fishy to me. Does it not sound fishy to you? Right, so there was 30 households who said they wanted to pay nothing and not receive BBC. Now, I know 30 of you out there don't pay your TV licences and don't consume any BBC content. Was you asked if you wanted to take part in this to try and turn your mind around to if you'd want to start paying the TV licence fee again? No. Was I asked? I don't use any BBC services. I don't miss it. I can still watch BBC stuff on Netflix because that's not breaking any rules. It's got nothing to do with your TV licensing. And even if I couldn't do that, do you know what? I still wouldn't miss that either because there's plenty of other good stuff out there to watch. It just sounds fishy. It sounds fishy when they found 30 people who don't want to receive the BBC and don't want to pay for the BBC. They all turned around and went, oh, the BBC's so great. I didn't realise how much BBC stuff there was. It just sounds fishy, doesn't it? Other factors were an increased understanding of the variety of service the licence fee pays for, the high quality of content, missing content without advertising, and the greater recognition of the cultural and societal role of the BBC in UK life. But the 30 people who said they wanted to pay nothing and not receive BBC stuff, are they licence-free people? Because that's who they should have asked, isn't it? Because licence-free people pretty much know how much the BBC puts out, and they're not going to miss it. An understanding of the variety of services the licence fee pays for. Yeah, it pays for a lot of stuff that you don't need. But they didn't ask licence fee people, or licence fee free people. They asked people who are paying the licence fee, but don't really want to pay it, don't see why they should have to pay it, to turn them around. It's skewed numbers. It's skewed numbers, isn't it? And it's an absolutely nonsense study. It's a complete nonsense study. It's not independent. It was carried out by an independent company, paid for by the BBC. Its independence is out the window, isn't it? A newspaper or someone independent to the BBC needs to do a very similar study. I should do a very similar study, shouldn't I? And I bet I get different numbers to what the BBC got. So what do you reckon about this? It's just spin, isn't it? It's just spin. They're just spinning numbers to make themselves look better. And it's complete nonsense. And you read between the lines, you can see it's complete nonsense. And it's just a company desperate to keep their ridiculous amount of funding, you know, fighting every way they can. That's all it is, isn't it? Well, let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you do that, hopefully I'll get to see you in another video again soon, won't I? Ta-da.